What's up, guys? I will let the room I'll let the room fill up. I will let the room fill up. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling a little bit better. My shoulder's doing well now. I'll let the room fill up. Get all the boys in here. Again, I know no, the pain is okay. Like, it is what it is, right? I'm just happy nothing serious happened to me, right? So, no, I'm not gonna give it on my bike. I'm not gonna stop riding. I'm just gonna be a little bit more careful, a little bit more cautious, you know. So, guys, share the feed. Everybody, share the feed, and let's get the hearts going, guys. Let's get the hearts going. Let's share the feed. I got a couple announcements to make, and then we're gonna do what we do best, and that's predict the future and read the markets, right? So let's share the feed, and once I make a couple announcements, we're gonna jump on there, and we're gonna make some trades, guys. So while I get some water, kindly start sharing the feed as much as you can, and please, I love you guys too, and please, let's keep the hearts going, everybody. Let's get a couple 100,000 hearts on this feed. All right, just 1 second. Let me get a water bottle. So, first and foremost, guys, as you heard, I did have a motorcycle accident today. I'm just very lucky that I look like this. It was actually a pretty bad thing. I thought my bike was in neutral, and I just revved it while I pulled into a restaurant, and the bike was in first gear, and it just took off. So I'm very happy. I'm okay. So, guys, I just actually before we get into the trading stuff, I want to let you know two things. I heard someone died today. Someone died today in Toronto. So I'm very lucky. I'm alive and I'm okay. So a couple of things. I just got off the phone actually with a gentleman who's the founder of the Periscope Summit that is happening in New York in 2 weeks. And what's up, Andy? What up, brother Andy? Share that feed, baby. Share that feed. And it's I spoke to him a little bit late about it, but they're trying to get me into the summit to be a guest speaker there, I guess, or be there. So I know all my RealOceanSky family is going to show up there and support. So if you guys are interested, I'll let you guys know if they get me in. I was talking to Ryan Bell is who I was talking to. Really nice gentleman, awesome guy by the sounds of it. I contacted him late, but he's going to try to get me up there to do what RealOceanSky does best, and that's make the crowd go wild. So if I'm going there, I'll let you guys know so you guys can come. You know what I mean? So I know all my RealOceanSky family is going to show up to support, and if you guys want to see me live, it's going to be a good opportunity for that. So other than that, guess what? I spoke to my friend who's a trader and an analyst. A gentleman that I mentioned is actually better than me in some ways. He's agreed to join Mentor Tips. He has agreed to, as of today, to be a part of Mentor Tips. That's confirmed. He just does not want his identity revealed for obvious reasons, because he actually currently works with a massive firm, and he just doesn't want his identity revealed, which is understandable. And I'm an honest person. I don't want to lie and say that all of those analysis that I'll be getting for you guys is going to be mine only. It's going to be his as well. But that's going to be a massive thing, guys. This guy is the best. He's better than me. So you better believe the analysis he's going to be giving you guys. So he's going to give you guys 2 trades. He's gonna try to give you 2 trades per day, plus analysis that is better than mine. So could you imagine me plus him? That's crazy, man. So he's on board. He's agreed to sign with me. I've discussed salary and stuff. So imagine if I'm bringing on one of the best guys in the world, how much I'm spending on you guys. So with that being said, things are looking amazing. Things are looking great. Who wants to look at the charts? Should we go do it? My left arm is hurting. It kind of popped in and out, so I kind of got to be like a handicap. So just bear with me as I move my little rig over here and I assemble it for the my arm. Sorry guys. Okay, so guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm RealOceanSky. I am 33 years old, okay? And I am a venture capitalist, I'm an angel investor, and I am one of the foremost well-known market analysts and Forex traders in the world. Now, if you don't know my story, I can let you know that I used to actually live in the back of my car. I used to live in the back of my car 5 years ago. And from 5 years to now, I've made a lot of money, and I come on here and I teach you guys how to do the same. And I give you guys trades that my guys can all attest to it. I don't think anybody in the world can. So with that being said, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the market. I know there's not a lot of people on here today. I understand it's a weekend, and I didn't really warn anybody about coming on, so it's not a big feed tonight, but we got a feed anyways. We got almost 800 people. All right, I'm just gonna put this in here. Just bear with me while I set this up for you guys. So it's positioned so you guys can all see the feed, see my screen. All right, just hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. How does that look? How does that look? It looks good? Okay guys, just share the feed please. All right, that looks good for everybody. So guys, please share the feed, and let's get as many hearts going as possible. So last week we absolutely destroyed the markets. All right, my AUD USD trade that I gave you guys was nothing short of fire. Now you guys have been taught quite well by me, so you kind of can just be, take a look at this. Let me actually draw a trend line. You do realize there's a trade you guys could readily be taking off this trend line here, right? So that's the AUD USD. Keep your eyes on it. As long as we're trading below this trend line, you're good to go short. However, there's also a trend line here, so be careful. In the next 1 hour, it's gonna break out and either go up to 69.80 or drop down to 68.99. But we're not trading. We're not looking at AUD USD today. I actually want to take a look at who wants to look at the Kiwi. Who wants to look at the Kiwi? NZD USD. All right, let's take a look at NZD USD. let's take a look at the Kiwi. So the NZD USD is the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. In other words, we also call it Kiwi. All right. All right, so let's take a look at the Kiwi and see if we can find a trade. If we can, great. If not, it is what it is. All right, so let's go on a daily chart, and right away we see we have established multi-year lows. All right, on a monthly chart, this is the lowest that the New Zealand dollar has been since 2008. So very similar to the Australian dollar. It's actually moving with the Australian dollar. So the first thing we're going to do is I've already identified an extremely powerful trend line. One that is as strong as Thor's Mjolnir hammer. All right? So check this out. This is a weekly trend line, guys. All right? You see this trend line here? This trend line is going to be good enough for you to make more money. Like, you can bank your entire life savings on this specific trade, all right? That is going to come to life in about 300 pips, 200 pips more down. You'll have the most powerful trade you could possibly take, because we'll be coming to a monthly trend line. A trend line that started in September of 2000. You can't see it back here. A trend line that started almost 16 years ago. In 16 years, this trend line has not broken. So what are the chances of it breaking again? There's almost a 99% chance we can go monster heavy on this position, provided everything looks good on that day of. But until then, I want every single one of you to keep NZD USD on your radar for the next 2 weeks. When it approaches those levels, we're gonna buy, and we're gonna buy like machines. All right, like machines. Now, with that being said, we want to take a trade in the immediate time. So, is there anything else I want to identify in a monthly? No. Any weekly trend lines I want to look at? Not interested. But there's daily trend lines. So I'm going to start my daily trend line from here. I'm going to identify that. I also see a support and resistance level right there. And I see a support and resistance level right there. So immediately now, remember, just like all the other pairs, I have now taken this entire massive cluster and zeroed it down into our, our target zone. So that's our target zone. I just made that up. I just created a term called the target zone. That's not a Forex term. I just made that up. Okay, so that's our target zone. This is where we want to trade. Now, as we all know, we first identify the primary trend. So what's the primary trend, baby? Is the New Zealand USD, is it bearish or bullish? Talk to me, boys and girls. Come on. Are we bearish or bullish? I want to see everybody answer. Come on, baby. Come on. Are we bearish or bullish? So the overall trend is confirmed that it is bearish. So what are we looking to do? What opportunities are we looking to take? Are we looking to buy or are we looking to sell? Yes, yes, yes. I love you guys. I love you guys. I fucking love it when I'm teaching and they're learning. I love that, man. I love that about you guys. All right, so we're looking for selling opportunities, right? So we've established that. So now let's go on a daily chart. We've identified this area. Because we are day traders, do we care about all of this crap? Or do we just care about this local target area? Which one? Do we care about all this other noise at the top? No, right? Is everybody with me still? Some people are saying they lost connection. All right, beautiful. So now that we've identified our target zone, let's go on a 4-hour chart. And do we identify any other trend lines? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Right away, right here. So now I'm as usual, I'm zeroing in on my target zone, right? That's what we always do. We want to make it simple for ourselves. So I'm going to also draw a trend line. No, that's the wrong trend line. So I'm going to correct myself. When drawing trend lines, you got to do stuff that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense to you, you know, don't do it kind of thing. So I see a trend line here, but I'm having a tough time zeroing in on it. So I'm going to do that first because there's so much other prices here, but I knew I had a trend line there. And all right, I'm going to do that. Now, if you ever want to continue to draw the trend line lower, all right, and it goes off the screen, all you do is you put your mouse, you go on the side where the price is, click, and then drag your mouse down. All right? Now you're able to shrink it, pull this out a lot further out, and then just go right back to it, to the side, and make it the normal size. Boom. All right? Everyone okay with that right now? Wonderful. So now we've identified a channel. All right, guys? This is a channel. It's very simple to tell. All right? We've got every time price touches the upper trend line, it bounces off. Every time it touches a lower trend line, it bounces off. And once again, as I taught you guys in the past, this is Elliott waves. Remember the waves, guys? Everybody remember the waves? You all remember the waves, right, boys? Boys and girls? You see, the objective of technical analysis is to make it look simple, is to create a roadmap, off topic. But the funny thing is, my buddy who was here today, who is probably the best, I say he's the best in the world. I told him about the argument I had with Josh about fundamentals and technical analysis. And the second I told him this guy, someone said fundamental analysis and no technicals, he literally put his fist up in the air and he said, I'm sick and tired of these wannabe traders, because anyone that says fundamental trading is the best form of trading will never be a trader. In fact, they're not a trader. Technicals is the only way. And I kind of wanted to get him to go live to air and say that. But again, he just didn't want to go live to air. He wants to keep himself kind of hidden for now. But he right away said it too. He said anyone that says fundamentals is above technicals is not, it's just a joke. Like they don't know how to trade. So as you can see with our technicals, we've made this look so beautiful, right? It's so simple to roadmap it now. So we see the Elliott wave counts, right? Wave, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, what have I taught you guys? As long as we're continuing to make lower lows, what does that mean? As long as we're continuing to make lower lows, does it validate that we're continuing to go bearish, or does it tell you we're going to get a reversal? So if we're continuing to make these lower lows, is it validating the bearish play, or is it saying we're going to reverse? What is it doing? What is it doing, guys? Come on, talk to me. I want to hear everybody. If you're wrong, it's okay. I'd rather you be wrong than be quiet. Beautiful. So it's validating it, right? Because what would happen if this all of a sudden went up, as it's waving up every time, but the next time it took a wave up, it went up to here. And it went higher than this last point. What would that show? That would show that we might have a reversal in play, or a temporary reversal, correct or not? Correct or not? Come on. All right, I love you guys. I love you, baby. I love you. You guys are amazing, man. Soon you guys are going to be mentoring me. All right, soon I'm going to be calling you guys, getting trade signals, saying, hey, man, give me a trade today. All right, baby, let's continue. So now, because we know we're in a bearish trend, we only want to sell. So now I've identified this channel here. Now I know if it breaks out of this upper trend line, I have an invalid trade. I'm not going to trade. So I have no risk. All right. We also have identified there's a major line over here. So even if it goes up and it breaks through this trend line and you don't get the opportunity to trade, you still know that when it comes to this line, you sure as hell are going to sell it. You sure as hell are going to sell it. Because if it breaks out of this line and goes a wee bit up here, you're going to lose 20 pips. But if our trade is correct, which 99.99% of the time we are correct, we're going to gain 500 pips. So our risk to reward ratio is psychotically powerful. All right? Now, that's a 4-hour. Now, on a 4-hour, I can see a small resistance point here as well. So I'm going to identify that. All right? Now we're going to go on a 1-hour. And now look how amazing this map looks to us, baby. All right? Because technically what should happen is prices should now come up to this zone. And from here, bada boom. One leg lower. Yes or no? Is that what is supposed to happen? Talk to me, boys and girls. I need confirmation from you guys. I need to know you're learning. I need to know you're learning. Come on, baby. Yes. This is why I love you guys. This is why Team Ocean Sky is the best team on the face of the planet. All right, baby. So look, we want prices to come up to this area so we can sell. Now, what's the beautiful thing over here? Not only do I have my trend line, I've got a pivot point, which is the daily R1 resistance. Furthermore, all right, I've got another resistance line, a horizontal. So that's called a confluence area. A confluence area is where you have multiple points of support or resistance combined to make one powerful shield. All right? So this area is going to be a wonderful area to take our trade. Now, here's the thing though. There's also a possibility that it doesn't reach up there and it actually comes up a little bit to here and then it just goes right down. All right? If that's the case, if it only comes up to here and goes down, what I want you to do is this, because this is what's going to happen. Let me go on a 15-minute chart. Whoa, 30-minute chart. All right. Okay, let's go back to a 1-hour chart. Now, if it actually only goes up a little bit more and then drops, what will happen prior to it dropping all the way down is this. All right? It will go up a little because I spy with my little eye a trend line here as well. All right? So if this trend line doesn't break, it may come up to here and drop lower. Now, if it drops lower right away and breaks this floor at 62.71, so it's got to close a candle below 62.71 to continue downwards without establishing this high here. So how would we trade that? So this is how you're going to trade that. If it does not come up to here and fail, remember, if it comes up to here, a 1-hour candle has to fail first before you short it. You can't just randomly short it just because it comes up here. You got to make sure the candle fails. However, with that being said, if it doesn't come up here and it just comes up to here and decides to come down, it's going to come up, come down, but momentarily come right back and retest 62.71. Because when the 62.71 area, which is acting as support right now, is broken, it is then going to become resistance. When it becomes resistance, the profit taking is going to start. The bears are going to start taking some profits, and you may get some buying. You may get some retail buying. However, this is a very powerful floor. When it breaks, prices will come back up. When they come back up is when you're going to sell it. So you're not going to sell it immediately when it breaks. Let's go on a 5-minute chart. Let's go on a 5-minute chart and let's make this smaller. So you see this floor? You see how it's protected it there, it protected it there when the market opened, it protected it there again. If this only comes up here and continues to go down to the 6206 area, which is 70 pips of profit for you, if you technically make 70 pips on this trade, you don't need to trade for the rest of the week. But what you'll do is if it does break it, this is what will happen, all right? It'll break it. But momentarily in the next 1 hour or two, it'll come back up. It'll come back up. Because it's going to need to retest that area and show conviction. When it comes back up is when you sell it. Alright? So I don't want you to sell it immediately. I want you to sell it once it is broken. Come back up to retest it to possibly go bullish again. When it comes to retest it, you're going to short it. Alright? Now, if that doesn't happen, then what's going to happen is very simple. It's the first play I told you, which is prices coming back up to this trend line at 63.22 zone and dropping lower. If this area is broken, then you got this area. So I've given you 3 to 4 different shorting or selling opportunities on the NZD USD right off the hop, right off the get-go. Alright, the way I've given you these trades, if you take my advice, if you listen to me, and you do them the way I'm telling you, all you're going to do is make money. Alright, let me turn this camera around to my pretty face. Hold on a second. Alright, is everybody okay with what they just saw? Are you guys all okay with what you just saw? You know, my whole thing is I try to come on here, alright, and by the way, if any of you guys, I've responded to maybe 250 emails so far, and the emails are just coming. Like I'm getting more emails in an hour than I can even reply to. All right. In fact, I've probably gotten. So, anyways, if you want to be a part of the mentorship program, it gives the email right there. All right. RealOceanSky at gmail.com. RealOceanSky at gmail.com. RealOceanSky at gmail.com. If you want to be a part of it, all right, part of the mentorship. Now, guys, again, I've been coming on here trying to give you guys love, trying to help you guys out because I want you guys to make money, all right? And money we are going to make. So with that being said, guys, you got to be patient. If you emailed me 5 hours ago, you're not going to get an email back today. Okay? I'm getting thousands of emails. It's ridiculous. You got to be patient. Please. Please be patient. All right? Don't be upset if you haven't been responded to yet. All right? With that being said, I'm continuing to look at the trade. Guys, by the way, thank you guys so much for having my back the way you do. Every single time someone's trying to attack us like this Josh guys and Tim, you guys have my back like an army. You guys rip them apart. I mean, I love you guys, man. I love you guys. You guys got my back like there's no tomorrow. That's powerful. That's amazing. That's loyalty. And that's why I go to bat for you guys as well. You know what I mean? So with that being said, guys, hopefully Ryan, I believe his name was, sets me up and gets me into the Periscope Summit so I can get up there and I can kill it for you guys and I can have you guys out there for a live event. And what else? I'm excited to mention that our trader, my friend, who's the best in the world, I think, is now on board. So you guys are going to just get, man, you guys are going to get 6, I believe, pairs analyzed every day for you. You know what that means? Like, we were actually doing some kind of comparison, and we did a price comparison. So the cheapest site out there right now, that all they do is give you trade analysis. No mentoring, nothing, just trade analysis. Is charging $199 a month. And they give you trade analysis on 4 pairs. no signals, no business related stuff, nothing at all. We are actually the cheapest system in the market, ridiculously. So with that being said, guys, again, everything is going really well. I'm really happy. You guys have had my back through thick and thin. You guys have been there for me. I love you guys so much. You gotta let me know. Actually, you all should be getting your t-shirts this week, by the way, because they were resent out. The guy fixed it and he resent them out. You're 55 years old and you love this team? Bro, we love you, man. What's your name? Sorry, I didn't catch your name, brother. Could you write that again, brother, so I could see your name? Was it a girl? Was it a man? The gentleman or the woman that said he is 55 years old. Could you repeat? What up, Mitchell? What's up, brother? Mitch, actually, I'm going to give you a call. I'm going to give you a call after the feed, big guy. Who was the person who wrote that? Because I want the whole team to send them love. I want everyone to send them love. Guys, I want every single one of you guys to always have each other's backs. Please, all right? If there's one day that I'm not there and one of the brothers or one of the family members is in distress, I want you guys to have that person. Tanya Jones. Everybody, please send some love to Tanya Jones right now. I want everyone to welcome Tanya Jones to this feed and just invite Tanya to our family. I want every single one of you guys to support each other, all right? If there's a day that I'm not there or I'm not around, or if a day comes that I'm just not here no more, you know, God forbid, I want every single one of you guys to be there for each other. I want every single one of you guys to represent me by loving one another, by supporting one another. All right? I want you guys to always be there for one another. If any one of you guys is ever in distress, just go on the RealOceanSky page and just talk on the quad. We're always there for you, all right? We're not just a page of people. We're a family. We love each other. We support each other. And, you know, like, look, I just crashed my bike up. I'm not feeling too good. I'm on Vicodins, but I'm still committed to you guys. I still come on here. I still try to help you guys out. I still give you guys the trades. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I love you guys a lot. And I'll come on in a bit just to see how this trade is going to pan out for us. All right? And what else was I going to say? What else was I going to say? Basically, that's it. So let's come back in a bit, see how the trade is going. Much love and blessings to you guys, your families as well. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll talk to you guys soon. And the site will be up very shortly. Again, everything is done. I'm just working on a few of the back-end stuff for the membership area. All right? With that being said, much love. H4, I recognize you. I recognize all of you, man. Don't think I'm not reading this. I'm looking at all your names right now. I know who you all are. I know you guys are family to me, all right? And I love you guys, all right? With that being said, I'll be back in a bit. I'll be back in a bit, guys, all right? Much love and blessings. You guys are the best. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Periscope doesn't want to let me go.